Chapter 16. State Your Intentions. The next few weeks were busy but fulfilling. Tommy's mornings had adjusted back to a pleasant cadence, allowing him to wait for Brian and Hank at the end of the driveway. At the office, he was attending more executive functions and becoming a regular in the board meetings and discussions. At the quarterly board of directors meeting, Tommy was asked to be a guest speaker and provide the outlines and in-depth explanations about the methods he had used to help refocus the company. During his presentation, Tommy committed to supporting Bart's intentions for the organizational growth and providing a reliable set of actions to follow. When the meeting ended, Bart asked Tommy to visit him in his office about 3 p.m. "Don't tell me you're going to fire me now," Tommy poked. "Maybe someday, but probably not today," Bart retorted. As Tommy approached his boss's door later that afternoon, he noticed that Ashley and Alexa were sitting next to Bart's desk, and a single chair was directly in front of them. For a slight second, he felt a tinge of worry and wondered, "What have I done now?" Then a wave of confidence flooded over him, and he walked through the door with confidence. He had done well and was ready to discuss whatever they wanted to meet about. Bart smiled and stood to shake Tommy's hand. "Sir, you've been really busy around here." Tommy gave Bart a firm handshake and then a noticeable glance at his zipper before they both took their seat. Bart looked down at his zipper, then back at Tommy with a grin. Ashley looked at Alexa and in their own laps, trying to figure out what the boys were laughing about. Bart saw their confusion and explained, "Tommy likes to trick me that my zipper's down. And at some point I explained to Tommy that a friend would tell you when your zipper was down in private and not in public, so as to help you be the best you can be. In private, they may razz you and make fun of you. It is a way of providing constructive criticism and to help us remember we can all benefit from advice from time to time, no matter what our position in life or business may be." The ladies blushed a little bit and everyone laughed. "Have a seat and let's discuss something," Bart said to Tommy. Little Bart signals time went by for a little while. The meeting with Bart and HR did not take very long, though it did leave Tommy a little shell-shocked. He gathered up his laptop from his office and made his way home before the afternoon traffic could offer him some extra time to enjoy the view alongside the expressway. As Tommy pulled off the main road, he noticed Hank was on his way down to the gate, and he decided to visit with the gentle giant while waiting for Brian's bus. He made his way over to the fence and offered his hand to pet him. "Now don't be getting any flashbacks and decide to bite me for old time's sakes," he quipped. Hank approached the edge of his boundary and encouraged Tommy to rub his nose and his head. The fragrance of the fresh-cut hay, the honeysuckle, and the outdoors always gave Tommy a tranquil feeling. As if on cue, the big yellow bus pulled up at the end of the driveway with Brian shot out the door. He dashed up to hug Tommy and then offered Hank his reward for being there and to walk him home. He looked up at his dad and said, "What's up? You here to visit with Hank too?" "No," Tommy replied. "I got off work early for a change and wanted to wait for you. Want to ride up to the house?" "No way. This is Hank's and my time. He would feel cheated if I didn't walk with him home." Tommy watched as Brian approached Hank with his special treats and offered him one at a time while rubbing his nose and his muzzle. "Here you go. Hank, thanks for being here, you big smelly." "Wait. Hey, Dad, can we give Hank a bath?" Brian's turbocharged thought process jumped into overdrive. Tommy tousled Brian's hair, saying, "No bath tonight for Hank, and don't venture off and go exploring because Maisie's coming over for dinner." "Yay!" Brian said, bouncing off to race with Hank back to the barn. Tommy headed home and started preparing dinner. Maisie arrived to check on the boys and discuss a movie in the near future. Brian showed up with dirty knees, and right before dinner was served. Maisie found it amusing to watch Tommy ask what had happened, and Brian shrugged while giving his patented "What?" Tommy sent the boy upstairs to clean up, telling him to hustle back down for dinner as it was ready. Over dinner, Tommy produced a small manila envelope and sat it in the middle of the table. Everyone stared at it silently for a moment. Slowly, like a snake, Brian reached for the new object, now acting as the centerpiece. He slyly peeled back the opening and peered inside. With a puzzled look, he removed the documents and began reading out loud. Mr. Divers, as a token of our thanks, please enjoy 2 weeks in Paris to acquaint yourself with our clients there. I'm sure they would love to congratulate you on your promotion. P.S. Please let us know the name of the person who will be traveling with you so we may book your travels. Sincerely, Ashley. Brian looked up and asked, Am I going to Paris? Well, I was wondering if I could take someone else, Tommy said with a wink. Who? Brian asked. I was thinking of taking you, Tommy said, pointing at Maisie. From under a table, he produced a small travel guide to France and handed it to Maisie, offering a boyish grin to seal the deal. Really? Maisie said, wide-eyed and grinning from ear to ear. Oh, I almost forgot. Tommy jumped up, went to his attaché and produced a pocket-sized book entitled Starting Your Own Business, and placed it next to her as well. I thought you might like to read this on the plane. It might inspire you. She grinned, kissed him on the cheek. Brian covered his eyes and said, Ooh, no kissing. That's the end of the story. Last is acknowledgments. I'd like to thank my very patient girlfriend and partner in crime, DeJane Kerr. She has shown enormous patience with me and my daily antics and inability to grow up. A well-deserved mention is to the team at the ProBook Editor and for their guidance and support. About the author, it's the last section. It says Charlie Kessinger is an accomplished transformational leader who enjoys a variety of activities. His portfolio of achievements include business, friendship, and the passion for having fun with life. Charlie's background encompasses exceptional work ethic and a commitment to find the best in others. In 2015, he took his passion to helping people to a new level by pursuing his PhD in organizational leadership, focusing on social identity theory. He previously attended Northwestern University to obtain a Master's of Science degree in medical informatics. His undergraduate is in business administrations, but his best education has come from life experiences and the face-to-face interactions. That's it, folks. Neighbor's horse. There's a picture of the high quality, low cost, or quickly. You can only pick two. If you enjoyed the book, go out to Barnes & Nobles. It's listed there, as well as on Amazon. Thank you.